A Christmas Story is directed by Bob Clark, and this is my favorite Christmas film of all time. I love it so much. It holds a very special place in my heart. I thought it'd be fun to, throughout the month of December, talk about my favorite Christmas movies, specials, what have you. So I thought let's start it off with my favorite Christmas movie, that being A Christmas Story. It is about a little boy named Ralphie Parker who in the 1940s, we're not given a specific date, but you can tell based on the cars, the Wizard of Oz references, and whatnot. It's about a little boy who wants nothing more than to open up a Red Ryder BB gun for Christmas morning. And throughout the film, he goes on weird little shenanigans with his family, with bullies, and whether or not your tongue will stick to a frozen pole outside during the winter. So there's a lot going on in this film. It's not linear or super structured. We're not focused on the Red Ryder BB gun stuff a whole lot throughout the film. It's a few moments here and there, but that is the main plot and focus of the film, that he wants the Red Ryder BB gun. We go back to that a few times throughout the film. But more so, we're focused on the fun little side shenanigans that happens in Ralphie's life. And I think that's based due to the fact that it's based on a book called In God We Trust, Others Pay Cash. And I know there's a few other films and TV things based on this book and on the different settings and things that happen in the book. But I'm not knocking the film for it because I love all these other little moments in the film. I love when they deal with the bully. I love the scene when Schwartz gets his tongue stuck to the pole. I love the scene when Ralphie beats up the bully. And I love the scene when he says, "Oh, fudge." Although I didn't say fudge, I said the word, the F word, the F dash 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 word. There's so many great moments throughout the film. It's timeless. I love this film. Before I get into anything, though, I want to get into the score for the film. The score for this film was composed by Paul Zaza and Carl Zittrer. Not a lot of people talk about the music for this film, and I think it's a crime because I think the score for this film is really damn good and underrated. Not only is it really enjoyable to listen to on its own, I think it perfectly encapsulates the lens of looking through or viewing this time period as a child. There's a lot of not exaggerated but amplified feelings throughout the film. Like when the bully character comes in, we get this dreadful sound. And when Ralphie thinks he's in trouble with his dad, when he says, "Oh, fudge," we get another big, dreadful, serious moment. Like, oh shit, I'm in trouble.
The big one, the queen mother of dirty words, the F dash 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 word.
What did you say?
It perfectly encapsulates those feelings. And it also encapsulates more lighthearted things happening, like when the next door neighbors, the Bumpuses, when their dogs start messing with the old man. He's not given a name, the dad. He's just called the old man. And I don't think the mom's given a name either. I think she's just Miss Parker. But back to the music, it perfectly amplifies the tone of each scene. It's lighthearted. It's dreadful. It's very joyous when Ralphie opens up the Christmas present, the Red Ryder BB gun. It's magical, that moment right at the end.
Oh, it was beautiful. I could hardly wait to try it out.
But I think my favorite piece is a few things throughout the film. It's when Ralphie's sad, when he gets a bad grade on his theme for wanting a Red Ryder BB gun for Christmas. It's a small moment where it goes, I think it's beautiful. I think it sounds absolutely beautiful. It's one of the highlights of the score throughout the film. And I think the score is a character on its own because it just amplifies the tone of every scene. So I just wanted to give a quick shout out to the score for the film. I think the film is very funny. I just want to go over a few of my favorite funny moments throughout the film. The old man ends up winning a prize, and when the people come to drop off the prize, his big win, he says, "What's in the box?" The guy goes, "I don't know." "Well, what's in it?" The guy gives him a look like, I just told you, I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
You Parker?
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
a sign here.
Yeah. Well, what is it?
I don't know.
What's in it?
And when he gets the box, he says, he looks at the word, he says, fragile. I think it's Italian. Miss Parker goes, I think it says fragile. He goes, oh yeah.
Ah, fragile. It must be Italian.
Well, I think that says fragile, honey.
Oh, yeah.
They don't reflect on the moments. They don't go on with the joke. The jokes happen naturally and they're funny as hell. Another one of my favorite moments being when he gets his prize, that being the infamous, the very famous leg lamp. It's a leg with a fishnet on it and it's a lamp. He has it displayed in the living room window, the front room window, so everyone can see the electric sex, as it's called in the movie. The beautiful light that the leg lamp gives off. When they're going Christmas tree shopping, Miss Parker unplugs the light and she says, well, don't want to waste electricity. The old man goes, waste electricity. And then it cuts to a wide of the house with every single room with lights on. It's just so damn funny. And of course, the other very funny moments, anything that goes on in Ralph's head when he's imagining the different scenarios in the film, like robbers coming to rob the house and Ralphie defends the house with his Red Ryder BB gun. The over-exaggeration of his teacher giving his paper an A+++, because, and I gotta say, it's really funny the way Ralphie writes his paper. I gotta say the quote real quick. It's because it's really funny. When Ralphie's writing his paper, he says he wants a Red Ryder BB gun with a compass in the stock and this thing which tells time. And he thinks it's this masterpiece. The funniest thing being this thing that tells time. And when the teacher is reading it in his head, she goes, and this thing which tells time. It's funny. It's because it's such a funny thing on its own, but the way it's in Ralphie's head, she is over exaggerative about it. Like it's the greatest thing she's ever read. This thing which tells time. It's so damn funny. And of course, there's a lot of other smaller moments, like Randy, Ralphie's little brother. He's under the sink because he's sad and he thinks that the old man's gonna kill Ralphie because he got in a fight and said a bunch of swear words. And when the old man comes home, the mom knocks under the sink, tells Randy to come out. He comes out, the dad just goes, like, because it's just so damn funny. So there's so many iconic moments throughout the film. Not only is there the leg lamp, but there's also Flick getting his tongue stuck on the pole. It's at the very beginning of the film. Really funny, really messed up. All the kids are dicks. They just leave him out there. He goes, someone help me, please. Ralphie goes, but the bell rang. The bell rang, so they have to go inside. They go to school and leave him out in the cold. They have to cut his tongue. The fire department has to come and cut his tongue.
Come back! Come back! Come back! The bell rang! What are you gonna do? I don't know, the bell rang!
So there's that. Of course, Scott Farkas, the bully, his yellow eyes, his ginger hair. When Ralphie beats him up, the scene when Randy and Ralphie are getting ready for school, and Randy goes, I can't put my arms down. His arms just keep popping up because he's too bundled up with all the warm clothing. And of course, I think one of the most well-known moments of the scene is when Randy and Ralphie are going to go see Santa. Ralphie wants to tell Santa he wants the Red Ryder BB gun for Christmas. And when Ralphie's going up the steps to go see Santa, we get a few shots of a POV from Ralphie's perspective, and something's done with the lens to give everything this like crunched and stretched out feeling, because he's nervous. He doesn't know what to say to Santa. It's this otherworldly feeling to him. And I think the film perfectly represents seeing through the eyes of a child during Christmas, because things are over exaggerative. Not only with the music, but especially with this scene. Oh my God, it's the big man. It's Santa. I can't speak. I want to tell him I want the Red Ryder BB gun, but the words can't come out of my mouth. And Santa, of course, not being Santa, just a guy in a Santa suit going, ho, ho, ho. Very exaggerative, very funny. And of course, when he sends Ralphie down the slide, he comes up from the slide. He says what he wants to Red Ryder BB gun. Then he gives a smile. It's so well known. It's like an official poster for the film, basically. It's so damn funny. And the other moments throughout the film, like when Ralphie's like winking at the camera, it only happens like once or twice. At the end, when he tricks his mom into thinking that an icicle hit him in the face rather than the BB from his BB gun. The mom opens up the mirror cabinet thing in the bathroom. He looks at the camera real quick and goes, looks at the camera and goes, like, haha, I tricked her. So, yeah, there's a lot of great moments throughout the film, a lot of great well-known moments throughout the film. And it's iconic. Everyone loves this film. And if you don't love this film, you don't love yourself. I'm sorry. But, of course, I think what this film excels at is that magical feeling of opening up the thing you want for Christmas on Christmas. More specifically as a child, but I'm sure this can be relatable to a lot of other people. When it's Christmas, when all is said and done, everyone's opened up their presents. This other funny moment, Ralphie's dad, the old man, goes, "Oh, this wine's not bad. It's not good either. You want a sip?" I'm sorry, it's just such a funny moment that flows well throughout the scene. The old man goes, "So, did you get what you wanted for Christmas?" Ralphie goes, "Oh, almost." "Almost? Well, you don't get what you want all the time. There's always next year." And he goes, "Oh, what's that peeking out from behind the shelf over there?" Ralphie goes to get it, and he opens it up. Miss Parker goes, "What is that?" The old man goes, "Oh, I don't know. Santa brought it." And Ralphie's opening up. The music comes in, this beautiful, magical moment in the score. And the joy on Ralphie's face when he gets what he truly desired, the Red Ryder BB gun. It's this magical moment of getting exactly what you wanted for Christmas. It's joyous, puts a big smile on my face. It's so magical because everyone's had that moment. You get exactly what you wanted on Christmas. And it makes it the best feeling ever. I love that moment. And then he shoots his eye out. Not really. The shot bounces off the metal and it hits him in the face. But it's funny. You'll shoot your eye out. You'll shoot your eye out. And then he does. Because he shot at metal. Because he's dumb. Also, another funny moment that really makes Ralphie seem like a dick. When they're going Christmas tree shopping and coming back, they get a flat. The old man goes to put the spare on. Miss Parker says, "Ralphie, why don't you go help out your dad?" So he goes, and then Ralphie drops the lug nuts. And he goes, "Oh, fudge. Although I didn't say fudge, I said the word, the F word, the F dash 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 word." It's not quote word for word, but it's the gist of it. And Ralphie ends up getting the soap in the mouth. And Miss Parker goes, "Tell me, where'd you hear that word from?" Ralphie says, and it's the narrator, Ralphie, of course, the narration, him as an adult, he goes, "I've heard my dad say that word plenty of times, but I chickened out." And he says, "Schwartz." So the mom calls up Schwartz's mom, tells her that Ralphie said fuck. And she says, "He heard it from your son." And the mom goes, What? And she goes, beats Schwartz. It's fucked up, but I can't help but laugh every time because it's like, oh shit. Ralphie, you're fucked up. What'd you do that for? It's a fucked up moment, but I can't help but laugh at it just because of how out of nowhere it comes and how fucked up it is. They eat Chinese food for dinner on Christmas because the Bumpus' dogs come in and they ravage the turkey and everything. But they have their Merry Christmas and they have Chinese food, something that my family has done quite a bit in the past few years. We go, man, we don't want to cook dinner the whole time. Let's just order Chinese food. And we do, and everyone else thinks the same thing, so it makes it busy. The best Chinese place in Stockton. But hey, it's delicious and it's awesome, and that's it. That's A Christmas Story. I love this film to death. I love it with all my heart. Every year I watch it. I'm sure there's so much more I can say, but I don't want to be here for 2 hours, 3 hours talking about every little detail I love in this film. So I'm gonna leave it off with I love A Christmas Story. I love the characters. I love the funny shenanigans they get into. I love the score. The cast all around is great. They have great chemistry with each other. They all have their fun little moments. Everyone gets a moment to shine. Ralphie is such a fun little kid, even though he's a dick sometimes, getting his friend in trouble and leaving. He gets Schwartz beat, and he leaves Flick out with his tongue stuck to the pole for God knows how long. But you can't help but feel happy when he opens up the Red Ryder BB gun on Christmas. I love this film with all my heart. I will never not watch it on Christmas Day. There will never be a Christmas Day where I will not watch A Christmas Story. I'm giving A Christmas Story an A-. So, tell me what you thought about A Christmas Story in the comments below. Have you seen it? Do you like A Christmas Story or do you not like A Christmas Story? Also, what is your favorite Christmas film or Christmas special? Tell me about it in the comments below, and I'll be back with more Christmas reviews like this. So, yeah, bye.